Ever been on the move, capturing content, or producing video, but simply refuse to sacrifice on audio quality?
I deal with that every day of my life.
That can be a tough problem to solve. But I'm super excited to share that legendary audio brand Shure has provided another tool in the MoveMic family, the 88 Plus. And in this video, we're looking at all the angles, use cases, pros, and cons. Let's dive in. So right here, I have my phone on the other side of the screen, and you can see that I'm opening the Shure Motive Audio app. And the Shure Motive Audio app, I'm gonna just ask it not to track. Here it is using the built-in mic. You can see that. And with the built-in mic, we're getting some audio levels, but we need to pair it with the MoveMic 88 Plus, which is a new mic that I have not paired with it before. So if this is something that you may want to do, simply download the Shure Motive Audio app, hit that microphone plus sign in the top right corner, and if your MoveMic is in pair mode, you will see that mic show up. And I've hit that, hit connect, I've hit pair. Now I'm going to click it again. Bluetooth pair request, we pair it, and instead of the built-in mic, now it's showing the MoveMic. If you get this screen, you may want to do that update. It is critical to have your devices fully updated. But this is what the Shure Motive Audio app looks like with the MoveMic paired. And you have some granular functionality there on screen. You can adjust your gain. You can adjust the polar patterns as well. But what would it look like in the video app, you might ask? All right, well, let's bring up the Motive Video app. One point of contention here already is that it does not pair with both apps, and it cannot be paired with both apps at the same time. It cannot be paired with the Shure Motive Video or Audio app and the receiver at the same time. So here we're just going through the same process in the Shure Motive Video app. Searching right now for actually having to go back into the MoveMic 88 Plus and get it back into pair mode. Now that it's in pair mode, I can actually select it on my phone. MV Lav will be replaced. Notice it will replace the MV Lav. That's the original MoveMic Lav. I have two of those. And so now you can see what that looks like in the video app, right? You can control your LEDs, you can control your gain. You have those five modes. Four of them have some different settings to them, but the middle one is the flat mode that you'll see there on the screen. And you can go through them. You can go to stereo. You have singing mode. You have musician mode. And you also have compressor. You can change what the compressor looks like. So you have a number of functions and features that you can dial in on the MoveMic M88 Plus after you have it connected to your phone. One of the cons, however, is that you cannot connect it Bluetooth or to your phone just natively. You can only connect it to the app. When you connect it into the app, you have all that granular functionality. And I think there is, some rhyme or reason to that on Shure side. But for those that are like, well, I don't really want to use the Shure Motive Video app to record video or to record audio. I'd like to just pair it with my phone and use my regular app. That is not something that you can do. But one other thing that is a pro is that you can pair it with the Shure Move Mic receiver, and the receiver allows you to then utilize it with your DSLR or with your computer. Let's take an example of that. I have a clip that I've recorded where I'm talking about the MoveMic 88 Plus. So I am using the Shure MoveMic 88 Plus, standing in my studio, holding it in my hand, and it is connected to my camera, which right now I'm using a new toy, the Sony FX30. But I have the MoveMic receiver on top of it, and it's plugged into the camera. So we're recording directly to the SD card on the Sony FX30 wirelessly while using this mic. And it feels like a real mic. It handles like a real mic. It's a mini mic, like a baby mic, but it's a mic nonetheless. This thing is super versatile. You can use it, pair it with your phone. You can use it paired with the receiver and then connect it to things like the DSLR, which I'm using right now, but also we can connect it to the computer. And this entire video, most of the audio you will hear will be me utilizing the MoveMic 88 Plus from Shure. Not only will it be mostly, I'm here to tell you that it'll be all of the audio that you hear in this video recorded using the MoveMic 88 Plus, which I'm using right now. And so you kind of get a chance to hear what it sounds like when you have it plugged into your DSLR. You got a chance to see the process of pairing it with your phone. But now, what about the MoveMic receiver? Well, so let's take a look at that as well. The first thing you have to do in order to pair it with the receiver, however, is that you do need to update it. If you're like me and you had the receiver with the lav mics prior to getting the MoveMic 88 Plus, you will need to go to the Shure Update utility, download that utility on your computer. You will either want the Windows or Mac version, and open up that utility to install it on your computer, because this will be something that you'll want to go through and do from time to time. If you remember earlier, it did tell me that there was some updates available when I paired it with my phone. So I'm going to use this utility to update the MoveMic receiver, the lav case, and the 2 lav mics. So we're going to go through here to go through the entire GUI interface for the installation of the Shure Update utility. Put my password in. Not going to tell you what that password is. Hit install software, and now we're ready to go. So hit close on that. Now I just need to go into my app tray and open up the utility. Open up the Shure Update utility, and we'll just open that. And once we have that open, we can begin to update these devices. I'm going to speed through some of these pieces so that you don't have to wait, but I will share with you here that it did take quite a while to update these devices to the latest version. What I'm doing right now is just plugging the case in, which allows me to update the case and the mics, and then plugging the receiver in which you will then see everything kind of show up on screen. Once you have that updated, you then want to go into the download manager, right? Download manager, and then find the devices. Shure has a lot of devices, but here I found the charger, so that's the charge case. I found the wireless lavs, and then there are 3 updates for the receiver. So now that I have those, I'll say download, and once those are done downloading, I can close this screen, select my devices, right? Select all those devices there on the side, and simply say send updates. And you'll see here that it's moving along fairly slowly. It's updating the case first, and you can see that has finished installing. Now we are updating the receiver, and is installing that. You can see that it's installing the firmware on that one. Well, now that that's complete, we're now updating the wireless lavs, right? The 2 lavs that are in the case that originally came with the MoveMic system. So now installation is complete. All of those mics are ready to go. So here, I just want to show you the receiver. The receiver is not plugged into anything. It is doing its own thing, independent of being plugged into a computer, or even plugged into a phone, or even sitting on top of a DSLR camera. So just a quick note, you can use the receiver to connect these MoveMics, whether it be the lavs or the actual MoveMic 88 Plus, to another camera like the Osmo Pocket. So a good colleague of mine has actually shown that as well. So here I'm going to put the MoveMic in pair mode, right? I'm going to put it in pair mode, and we will then, once it's in pair mode, I can then find it on the receiver and pair it. So here we go. Now you can see that it is not quite in pair mode yet. I did something wrong there. I need to make sure that it is indeed in pair mode. So we come into the menu on the receiver, and this is something that's really cool about the receiver. You do have the ability to go through all those polar patterns and modes and change the gain and several things. You can really dial in your sound with this receiver. It isn't just your normal average receiver. It has that little screen. This is something that I do believe Shure's Move Mic system has over and above some of the other competitors. Now that we see that the mic is off, I'm going to long press this button for quite a while to get it into pair mode. So blue and green is not pair mode. Blue and red, however, is pair mode. And now I'm going to bring that up. You can see it immediately says, oh, I found a mic. And we can click to connect. Now on the screen, it says connecting will remove any other mics that are paired. And this is where I think we have another con. Why we are unable to have both the MoveMic 88 Plus along with the labs connected, at least one of them connected at the same time, in my opinion, is not a good move. I don't know what the limitation is caused by, but I would want to have the MoveMic 88 Plus along with one, if not both of these labs connected at the same time, so that I could do multiple mics, multiple subjects while I'm in the field. That is something I think is a limitation. Now, I've put the lab in pair mode, and you can see once I try to pair it, it says the current mic will be forgotten, which means I can't pair the lav mic while I'm already paired to the Move Mic. So here what I'm doing is simply going through, making sure that I do not accidentally disconnect this mic, go back to the main screen, and this is what it looks like when you're monitoring your sound and your audio on the receiver with the MoveMic 88 Plus. Now I'm going to grab a USB-C cable, plug that USB-C cable into my computer, and then plug the other end into the MoveMic 88 Plus receiver. I should say the MoveMic receiver. And then once that's plugged in, I am going to go into live demo mode here in Ecamm, which is the application I'm using to record this video, and select this mic from the list of microphones I have available to me on the computer. Select it as MVR, boom, and this is what you would do in Zoom. This is what you would do in Teams, in Google Meet. You would select MVR, and you can hear me testing that mic right now. And that is the MoveMic 88 Plus connected to the system and into Ecamm, which is what I'm using to record. The only other thing I did want to showcase here, and you can see from the top down shot on my computer that the receiver is connected right now to, is just sitting on top of my ZV-E10 camera. I just wanted you to kind of see what it looks like. I didn't get a chance to show it on top of the FX30 earlier. You would simply connect your 3.5 millimeter cable into the out port on the receiver, and then you can also monitor with headphones on the headphones port of the receiver, and that makes that fairly versatile. You can see what that looks like. This to me kind of gives you a full picture of the MoveMic 88 Plus and all the ways that you can connect it and use it. Those are the pros and the cons that I immediately found. I do think that the different patterns that you can select make it versatile. A lot of the videos that I've seen out there showcase the ability to have the directional setup where you can have one person on one side and another person on the other side. And while that is cool, I do not think that that's a practical use case. I don't think that anybody in the wild is going to just have the mic sitting in between two people and picking up two different audio sources. That's just Kirk, but maybe you disagree with me, and I would love to hear what you think in the chat below as you leave comments. But those are some of the things that I wanted to highlight for this system. I have not seen anybody showcase the process that you need to go through to pair it with your phone, to update the receiver and the case so that it is now compatible to pair it with the receiver. I've not seen anybody connecting it and showing how to connect it in their streaming or recording application of choice, selecting it as the microphone in Zoom or Meet, which I didn't get a chance to show in this video, but I did showcase how to connect it and then select it inside Ecamm. So we'll kind of give you a little bit of everything, and I hope that you are able to sink your teeth in here. Hopefully you're able to decide just based on the sound that you've been hearing for the entire video what you would want to do, and maybe if you would be interested in using this mic. I mentioned in the video that the MoveMic 88 Plus is an addition to the MoveMic family. In fact, we even showed how to pair this new mic with the receiver. The original MoveMic Kit packs a powerful punch, and in this video right here, I share my thoughts and observations on the product 4 months after its launch, setup, pairing, use cases, and more. Click right here to watch, and I'll see you over there. Grace and peace, fam.